Today we are going to discuss the first topic of our syllabus, that is modernity and social changes in Europe and emergence of sociology. So this is basically talking about modernity and social changes in Europe and emergence of sociology. So, what is modernity? What is social changes? And how do this play a role in the emergence of sociology? This is the basic requirement in this topic that you have to understand. So, as we know, the society, what is society? Sociology deals with society. And the society is not a new phenomenon. This is not a new one thing. Rather, it is very old. But this discipline, sociology, is a very recent discipline. Does it mean that earlier there were no study of this society, or men do not have bothered about their society, and only after this, the coming of 19th century, the men came to understanding their society? This is not so. Why? Because from the early period itself, men came to understand their society and they tried to formulate or develop their institutions like religion, like family, kinship, and these things are very much important even in very old period of time. So, this is not true to say that in 19th century only we came to start thinking about or understanding the society. Rather, this society is to be understood even before the emergence of sociology. So the way the methodology was different, and this the way the methodology, the perspective and the approach that makes some discipline are unique, and that is the sociology. We have see here how the sociology as a discipline emerged in 19th century. Sociology, as we already know about this sociology, that this is a scientific study of society. What is society? Just for sake of, you can say, kind of common understanding, you can say the society is a kind of groupings of people, a relatively permanent groupings of people with some common culture, some common geographical area. That means there is a specified area, some common culture, economy and polity, sometimes unique and economically self-sufficient and politically independent. But the main important thing is relatively permanent groupings of people or man. So this society is what? The groupings of people. This grouping of people, actually men try to understand the way, and you can say their groupings, their kinship, their families. They try to understand all these things even before the emergence of sociology. So, as the existence of this sociology, can I get the marker, please? Marker. So, this society existence is very old. So the study of society is again very old. Even before the emergence of this new discipline, that is sociology, men try to understand this society in a different way. We know that this sociology is a scientific, this scientific is the methods and methodology that we later understand what is this. The word scientific connotes, but it is for some time just leave this. It is a unique kind of looking some phenomena. The way we look some phenomena with certain kinds of objectivity, experimentation, observation, certain kinds of methods. That is this scientific. Just leave it for time being, just to understand what is sociology. So before the emergence of sociology, men tried to understand society from different methods or methodologies. Earlier, men tried to understand sociology through religious methods, in which religion is having prominence in society. Another, the second is philosophy, philosophical method, and the third one is history, that is the historical method. These are typically altogether different kinds of methods. In religion, what is most important is beliefs and faith, so that do not require any kinds of verifiability. So non-verifiable faith and belief. That was the way to understand society on the relationship that groupings of people, relatively permanent groupings of men. So this faith and belief, and that faith and belief are non-verifiable thing. That people thinks that God has ordained us to behave like this, to respect father, mothers, to their elders, and other things like to go for the marriages and help their kings. So these are the things that was very much important. So the importance that comes for these institutions are all because of that faith and belief. So this methodology is non-verifiable. This is so because of the religious faith and beliefs. For philosophy, the methods that was utilized was, as we know, that is the logic, a kinds of reasoning, and a speculative thought, a speculation. What is a speculation? Through this reasoning of the past, we arrive at some kinds of cause and effect kinds of things, and we explain or we speculate the future that ought to be there in the philosophical method. Again, the history History actually depicts the social system of the past. So the depiction of the past is the methods of this history. So these are the methods even before the sociology, the society were studied from certain methods, religious, philosophical and historical. But this sociology come into play. It has a different kinds of methods, and that method is a blend of, you can say, the philosophical and historical, plus giving importance to the experimentation and certain methods, that is observation, experimentation, verification. So this verification, experimentation and this observation is very much important for this sociology, and the objectivity, detachment to the subject is very much important for this sociology. So this new kinds of methodology bring a new kinds of, you can say, discipline, and that is the sociology. But how this sociology emerged? What is the need of this, and how the need for this new kinds of methodology arose? So this is what is required to understand. So let me erase this. So we have seen that even before the emergence of sociology, men tried to understand their groupings or the society from different methods, and that is, for some it is religious, for some it is philosophical, and for some it is historical. But now come to the social changes and modernity in Europe, that actually gives a kinds of conditions, that could be the social condition, that gives a new kinds of outlook for the people, and the outlook was that the society or the social phenomena, social changes, even the social continuity, aesthetics and changes, that could be understood not simply by logic, not simply by historical depiction of the past, not simply by the religious texts, but by verifiable facts, by experimentation, by direct observations, and by searching for a kinds of patterns through this objectivity, while maintaining certain kinds of objectivity with the or the detachment from the subject matter which the sociologists are studying. So a new kind of outlook, that is the scientific one. How do this outlook came into being? This is the crux of this requirement of modernity of social change in Europe and emergence of sociology. What are the conditions that led to a new kinds of outlook, new kinds of thinking, and new kinds of methodology that will automatically gives a new kinds of discipline that is called sociology. So what happens? In 18th century and 19th century, you must be heard of this French Revolution and Industrial Revolution. This effect of this revolution was so profound that it's affect every aspect of human being of that Western Europe. Every aspect, even the thinking of the intellectuals of that time, that that was very much, you can say, influenced. Some thinkers, some philosophers or intellectuals thought that the changes brought about by this French Revolution and Industrial Revolutions are actually not good for society. This is a kind of anarchy. The anarchy is going to persist for a long time, and we should uh, restore our, or we should go for the go for bringing the past again, the goodness of past again. And so they are revivalists also. So these kinds of things are there, but the influences of these revolutions are very much. What happened after this revolution? The old society that was autocratic, that changed into a kinds of democratic society, that is democracy is there, monarchy is gone, now uh, democracy is there, certain kinds of liberty is there, fraternity and integrity, these are the you can say uh, dictums of these French revolutions. Again, industrial revolutions, you can have a kinds of idea that is called the capitalism. After capitalism, you can say that a kind of scientific consciousness or rationality, scientific consciousness. So these are the things that are very much new for the society, as the old society was autocratic, where there was no liberty. The scientific, in place of the scientific consciousness, there was a religious dogmas and other things. The capitalism was not developed, so the economies was a totally different kinds of economy there. So a new society having certain kinds of characteristics is there, and that characteristics altogether is called the characteristics of this modernity. Modernity is what? Modernity is simply that you can say that certain new kinds of things that is developed one in comparison to the past, and the new kinds of these things having certain characteristics, and that characteristic is capitalism, rationality, scientific consciousness, democracy, liberty, and these things are the characteristics of modernity, and these are the social changes. Social changes is the old one is different one, and the new society is different one. So kinds of, you can say, disorder and chaos because of these changes happens. So just have in mind that the immediate background of sociology, emergence of sociology, is the two important movements, that is French revolutions and industrial revolution. These two revolutions are very profound one. These two revolutions are very profound, and this actually influences the intellectuals of that time, because the chaos and disorder after this new kinds of society, the changes that brought in by these revolutions. So the changes, old one societies and the new one, that the transitional phase shows a certain kinds of chaos and disorder. We all know that changes at certain times brings disorder also. So this disorder influences intellectuals, and that intellectuals some intellectuals thought that past was good, so we should go for the goodness of the past, and some say that the future will be good, so some is the futuristic, some is the past oriented. So these past oriented men or intellectuals are called conservative, and this is the developmental futuristics. So there are a kinds of debate between those who actually boast of their past, and some were those who thought that the future would be, after this upheaval, the future would be very bright. So going to the past is not possible. So certain kinds of debate and discussions arose among the intellectuals. But one or two thing was very much common among the intellectuals of that time, and that was the preoccupation with order. Of the society. Let the order prevail in the society. This chaos and disorder should go. This was the preoccupation of both kinds of intellectuals of that time. Okay, and another one is to understand society. We need scientific inquiry. That is the scientific understanding of society. That is, those who has past or those who is optimistic for the future, both say that yes, do not come with the any theory without any scientific, you can say, understanding. So this scientific understanding of society and the preoccupation of the bringing order, these were the things that was very much common among these intellectuals of that time. For that, this is arrived at that a new science, that is a new discipline, is needed. New discipline or new science is needed in order to reconstruct society, because there was a disorder and we have to bring some kinds of order in society. For that we have to reconstruct the society, or for reconstructing the society we have to have a certain scientific discipline. Okay, so reconstruct society, and this is called the scientific inquiry. This called for the scientific inquiry into social events. Scientific inquiry of society or social phenomena, and this was the motives of very well known Saint-Simon and his disciple, that is Auguste Comte. They believe that a new science is very much required now for bringing order in society or reconstructing the society, and for new science, that new science is to be called sociology, And thus, this sociology is not simply based on the logic, on the depiction of the history, or on the religious methods. Rather, it should be like you have the methods in the natural science. This sociology should have its own methods, and that method should be scientific one. So this scientificity, or you can say the scientific, the word science and scientific, that is very much important for constructing theory, laws that could reconstruct society. That was the motives of this Simon and his disciple Auguste Comte. Auguste Comte later developed social physics, which he renamed sociology in his later period of time. So this was the basic idea behind the emergence of sociology. What is the idea? Idea was the events of immediate events. There are also events, Renaissance and Enlightenment, that has its implication on these other things that helped in bringing this revolution of French Revolution and Industrial Revolution. But we focus more on this immediate background, and that is the revolutions, two revolutions, very important revolutions, industrial, that is French one and the industrial one. This French one and industrial one, society was very profound one. This the effect of these societies that influences the intellectuals of that time, and the disorder and chaos of that time actually divided intellectuals into two groups. One thinks this change is good, one thinks this change is not good, and they debate. And after that, you can say a kind of synthesis that was, or you can say consensus, that was this society could be understood scientifically. That is the new outlook, and this order was very much important for both kinds of intellectuals. So bringing order, that is the reconstructing society with scientific methods. This reconstruction is only be done when you understand society, and the understanding society is very much required as scientific kinds of inquiry. So this scientific understanding of society to bring a new order, or you can say reconstruct the society that will give order in society, this was the preoccupation or the consensus of the intellectuals, the forerunners, or you can say the this Simo has the motive of this reconstructing the society, and his disciple, that Auguste Comte, take these ideas forward, and in later period he coined the term social physics, which he renamed in the later period of his life as sociology, which deals with the scientific study of society. You understand what is society? It is not simply the society is understanding the society. The sociology is new, so understanding society is new. This is not so. The outlook was new. That outlook was scientific one, the rational one. So this was the new one. Earlier we understand the society through different methods, that was religious, historical, and philosophical. That was not very much scientific, or as scientific as sociology is. So the earlier sociologists or the classical sociologists main aim was to establish the sociology as a scientific discipline, and after you can say, or the recent development of sociology, actually they do not bother whether you call it scientific or not. Sociology deals with many areas. The scope of sociology is this and this, blah blah blah. So the areas that which sociology should deal with, that is the preoccupation of the modern sociologist, The classical sociologist has the preoccupation to establish the discipline as a scientific one. So this was the basic themes of this, you can say, emergence of sociology and modernity and social changes in Europe. One more thing I would just like to mention here is the you can understand this in two ways. That is the social conditioning or the social background that consists of industrial and French Revolution. Another one is the intellectual influences, and that is according to T.B. Baltimore. You must be heard this name, Baltimore. T.B. Baltimore. The influences of philosophy of history, the influences of evolution, theory of or organic evolution, theory of evolution, and methods of survey or social survey. These were the intellectual influences that was very much important, and these were the social background, that is French Revolution and Industrial Revolution. These all together gives a new kinds of outlook that society should be understood scientifically, and this outlook in turn led to the emergence of sociology in Western Europe. Thank you for watching this video. Thanks a lot.